Hi families, my name is Holly Compton and I'm the math coach for Manhattan Beach. And this school year, I'm going to be helping parents and children along with math. And today I'm going to work with your first grader on building some numeracy with some images. So we want them to connect numbers to pictures. So a pictorial representation will come first. So I'm going to show them an image quickly like this. And I'm going to ask them how many dots they see and how they saw them. Now, math is not about speed, but it is about making connections. So that's the reason I'm doing this in a speedy way, because I don't want them to go 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping they're going to make connections between these numbers. Okay, so here's this number, and chances are your kids will probably know that this is a 5 because they've played with dice before, they've played board games, especially during quarantine, right? So maybe they know that this is 5. And maybe some kids even said there were 10 dots. That's okay, because that's a good mistake. I bet they imagined a dot to be there. So maybe they were saying 5 plus 5 is 10. And then we can actually build off of that. So if they said 10 dots or 9 dots, we can build from there. So we can have them see, oh, that's a 5, and actually not another 5, it's a 4. So 5 plus 4 would be just 1 less than 5 plus 5, so it must be 9. So that's 1 less. So we want them to make the connections because many kids already know 5 plus 5 is 10. We're going to build off of that understanding. Now, kids also really have an understanding of doubles facts. So I'm going to show this to you again, but instead of 5, maybe they're viewing that as 4 with that one covered up right there. So maybe they're thinking about 4 plus 4 is 8. Because a lot of kids already know those doubles facts. They're easy to do on your fingers. And then maybe they were like, oh, well, that one is 1 more than 4. So 5 plus 4 is going to be 1 more. So it must be 9. There. So they're going to come up with all kinds of strategies that you've probably never thought of before throughout this whole school year. And it is pretty amazing to listen to them. After we do a routine, we're going to go on to our story problem, which today is going to be Pete the cat. Pete the cat found red crayons. Then he found more red crayons. Okay, so he had some crayons. He found some more crayons. And the question is, how many red crayons did Pete the cat find all together? This is called a join result unknown problem. So they're joining the 2 sets of red crayons that are found, and they're trying to find how many are found all together. Okay, you may have noticed that there are blank lines instead of numbers, and I have 3 different sets of choices down here. So kids can choose the set that they feel is just right for them. I want to encourage you to allow your child to make the choice and not to say, oh, you know how to do that. Let them make the connections to the numbers. So I would encourage you to have your child choose maybe the first or actually your child should choose the first or the second set of numbers. This would be for the kid who's really ready for something more and we want to push them a little bit harder. Okay, so let's say I want to choose the first set of numbers. And in first grade, at this point, we are early readers. So we need to read the story again with the numbers, stopping to imagine. Pete the cat found 3 red crayons. Okay, stop to imagine. Then he found 6 more red crayons. Okay, stop to imagine. And then how many did he find all together? Maybe your kid might use math tools to help them solve. So maybe they'll use these guys here. Hopefully you have something like this. So 3 red crayons, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, and then they take them and they put those all together and they count up 9. Maybe kids might use their 120 chart as well, so you can easily print one if you don't have one yet. So maybe your kids would say, okay, Pete the cat already had 1, 2, 3 crayons, and then he found 6 more, so then you're going to jump 6 more spots, or they're going to jump 6 more spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so we landed on the 9 there. So 9 would be our answer, right? They may also do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they might show you your answer on your hands. It is so important to let kids use their hands and their fingers if they are using that strategy, because there's actually a spot in your brain located just there for fingers. And the more they use their fingers, the stronger their connection and the better the mathematician they will come out on the other side. So let them use their fingers if they want. All right, guys, I hope that helps you, and I hope you have fun with Pete the Cat Math. See you next time. Bye.